Hello everybody. This is my first YouTube video on the channel. It's currently 4:04 a.m. I don't really know what I'm here to talk about. But I do know that I need to improve my life. So like, for example, I need a haircut. God, I'm a little chubby. Not a little. I am fat. Uh, I do. I'm in high school currently. I'm a senior. I'm 17 years old. I wrestle, but I'm decent at. I have pretty good skill, but as you can see, I have some fat on me. It's not very fun to have. Jawline's not really there. Um, that's number one. Number two, mental state not at the highest, not like depressed. Well, maybe I am. I don't really know the differences between them. It's kind of cold. I'll put my hoodie back on. I don't really know the difference between them, but yeah, a little bit sick right now. It's 4:04 on a Sunday in the morning. My parents don't know anything about this at all. No one knows anything about this really. And yeah, I'm just here to just talk, try to improve myself bit by bit. I've watched plenty of YouTube videos on Musashi Miyamoto, or I forgot his last name. I think it's Miyamoto, but or not Miyazaki, Miyamoto. The Great Samurai, and how in facing your goals. I'm gonna go get the book he wrote, the Five Rings book. That seems really interesting. I'm not a reader. I don't really read. I'm in terms of school, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty intelligent in like for math and like science. History, I'm okay. It's like whatever. And like English, I'm like trash. I'm like pretty acid English. But math, I'm pretty good. Science, I'm pretty good. Like biology, I'm pretty decent at. I'm going into pre-med for college, for sure. Got to be a doctor. Got to get that bag. But yeah, I don't know. My mental state isn't really at its highest right now. I don't know. I just feel like it's not. I think I just don't like myself. To be honest, that's really the main point I'm trying to make here. It's been 3 minutes already. I finally got to the point, but right now, where I'm sitting at right now is I don't really enjoy myself. I have a lot of friends, and I have not as many friends that I'd, take a bullet for, but there is one guy who he knows who he is. He's my homie. He's someone like that. So I'm not lonely or anything, but um this is something that I do need to work on alone, to try and improve myself. I'm not gonna tell anyone about this. No one's gonna find this channel until I get famous or something. And if I start earning some revenue, I'll be like, go subscribe or something. But it's not gonna happen. No matter how much money I make, I'll never tell them about this channel until I've improved myself for a specific goal. Until after that, I might tell them or mention a YouTube channel, but I don't want to tell anyone my goals um, before making my progress, because that always kills my motivation. I will post on YouTube though, because it will help me be more accountable for my own actions. I'll be posting every day, um, and it'll just be about whatever. So I did find very interesting things. I've been pretty lost in life. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be a doctor. Just not out of Indian parent expectations, but I needed to be something successful, and I thought I was pretty decent at biology. I knew a lot about certain topics, and chemistry I was pretty good at as well. So I was like, okay, let me get into this. See what's up with that. Money's pretty good too, so it's not like an issue. I was not raised in a poor family, if anyone's wondering. So money's not the only contributing factor, but it is a big one. I will say I do like having. I want to chase the bag. That's all it is really, but I do need to improve on myself. Um, Right now I'm like 5'7", like 195 pounds, 200 pounds around there. I kind of let myself go for a while, and it's not very like I have some muscle because I do wrestling, but I don't really, I haven't really worked out seriously. I've gotten too comfortable with my mediocre, less than mediocre self, and it's pretty much made me unaccountable for my actions. I can wrestle, my skill is there. I'm able to compete with guys way heavier than me, but that's not the issue that's happening right now. My life will continue to go downhill if it keeps ending up like this. I've barely been able to sleep in the past couple days, just purely based on the fact of I just can't. And everything I do, it goes back to me hating myself. Every time I eat food, it's like, oh, you fat fuck, stop eating food. Every time I cheat on the diet, it's like, what are you doing with yourself? Why are you always saying stuff and always messing up? Every time I say something wrong and it upsets someone else, like, what are you doing? No one will like you. And I've tried to stop caring about what other people think, and it's pretty much been successful so far in terms of I only really care about what certain people think, like my friends and like my close friends, like what they truly believe about me, because they truly want the best for me. So I do care. I do care of what they think because I know what they think is for the best for me. They have no animosity or jealousy towards me, unlike some other people. But those are the guys I care about. My parents, I know they care about me, but even my parents' view, there's been some issues, not with them particularly, more with how I view myself in their light, mainly of the fact that I'm just thinking that I feel like such a terrible person every time I do something. My parents sacrificed so much for me to have me as a person and raise me as a child, and I just feel like a piece of shit every time I do something remotely bad or I respond back in a disrespectful tone. I feel like I'm right in the moment, but I can't back it up. I always make the shitty excuse of, oh, I don't vape, I don't drink, I don't party at night, I don't sneak out the house. So by definition, I'm a good kid. I always say that shit whenever I'm losing an argument or whenever I'm in an argument with my mom and maybe she's being a little bit unreasonable, but I always bring that shit up for no reason. Um, it's just excuses of hiding away from the fact that uh, I'm not there. I'm not a good. I don't want to say I'm not a good person because I haven't found myself yet. But I guess that's the answer. The reason why I'm saying all these things is because I haven't found myself yet, and I truly hate myself about that. I hate myself so much that I know what my issues are. I know that I'm so self aware of what these issues are, but I haven't been disciplined enough to act upon those. I'm very self aware. I'm above some people in terms of the progress bar because I can recognize the problem, but I'm not disciplined enough to solve those problems, and it's an issue. And watching those Musashi Miyamoto videos of the Great Samurai and the Five Rings, everyone knows that. If you don't know it, then there's pretty much five rings or five progress bars of what happens when you try to increase your goals, from starting to ending, and the ultimate realization at the end. I need to reach that, and that ultimate realization is pretty much having discipline just integrated with you, not as something that, oh, I'm a disciplined person, but everything I do is very disciplined. Not I'm working towards becoming more disciplined or disciplined is my only existence, but me as a person on my soul is just disciplined because I've conditioned myself to become disciplined. So I'm not going to be cutting myself off from certain people or anything like that unless they do negative things towards me. I will still be, you know, being me, but I will like to become more just. This is a journey I need to invoke on my own because of the fact that I just can't continue to live on like this. Not I personally, it's not very healthy for me to continue to hear myself in negative lights in terms of Even with like friends when they joke about being fat, or we'll dish it and we'll take it and it's great and all. It's just jokes at the end of the day. But it's not jokes when I say it to myself. It's only jokes when they say it, and that's the point I'm trying to get at. I still love my friends. My homeboy Gavin, he knows who he is. He's truly um, a remarkable man. Um, Someone that I'll look up to always. He's my bro. Um, so he's someone that I'll always look up to. But whenever he's joking around with me or I joke around with him, it's all jokes at the end of the day. We have some deep talks at the end of the day. We're always chatting. But when the call ends, when the Discord call ends, when the hangout's over, when I drive him home and drop him off, or when I'm just being alone in the car, or I'm coming home from work, those thoughts kind of flood back to me, and it's not very it's very hard on me as a person. Um, not as like a man or as a woman or anything like that. Not as a 17-year-old kid, but because I don't want to make no excuses of who I am, but just as a sole purpose, as a person with a soul. It's kind of hard. It weighs on my mind a lot. I try to pretend like I don't give a shit about what other people think, but in the end, I do. I've pretty much suppressed what other people think all the time, and I just don't give a shit anymore, which is true for the most part because, like, whatever. But at the end of the day, after maybe 4 months of suppressing those emotions, one night they always come flooding back to me. And the reason why they come flooding back to me is because I haven't changed. Those 4 months are great whenever I don't give a shit about what people think. But that one day when it comes back, I start to give a shit because I realize I haven't changed from those 4 months. I say I'll always change. I say on October 1st I'll start the diet. I say on next Monday I'll start the diet. And I always say, oh, I'll start studying more on this day. I'll start doing more things on this day. On Wednesday morning I'll start it. I'll wake up at 5:30 and I'll do my workouts then. And I do them for one day and then I quit. Or I do them for a week and then I quit. And I hate myself for that. And this time I'm trying to break that cycle by becoming more um by becoming more disciplined in terms of these senses. So that's also partly why I'm showing my face just out in the open, straight out the box. I'm not really insecure about anything in terms of what other people think, but for sure what I think. So I'm putting my face out there for any other 17, 16, 15, maybe even people who are older than me who may need this message, that I'm right there with you. I'm starting right now. You can look to my content for any terms of support or relatability, but I'm doing this to keep myself. Um, to be honest, right now, I'm doing this to keep myself accountable because it seems like there are certain things that friendship and family talk cannot help, and that's myself. So I have a couple of goals that I will not be fully explaining out because I don't want to jinx it or feel like I'm already there. But pretty much what I want to do is I just want to get fit or jacked. Uh, I want to have a time where I will always wake up, no matter what time of day it is that I go to bed. I want to wake up at that time, and that time is 5 a.m. I will start by waking up at 5:30 and going to sleep earlier to try to condition my mind to always wake up at a time. And then once I am able to do it without any alarm, hopefully will continue. But if I need an alarm, I'll need an alarm. It's there. But the goal is to try and do that, try to get out of my comfort zone. I'm very undisciplined. Um, I'm very lazy. I hate myself for that. So I'm trying to keep myself disciplined at one thing that'll keep me going, that'll keep the cycle from continuing, the cycle of laziness from continuing. And that is wake up earlier and just do a workout. Wake up earlier and do a workout. Wake up earlier and do a workout. To be honest, That's really the only thing I could really think of right now that could be a physical change in me that could probably help me out in the future. Um, I want to get past this first block of my mental fortitude. My mentality is so weak from what I'm saying about myself, and hopefully this journey will help me continue and try to change that in the future. And I hope that with this, I will be able to just keep myself accountable and continue onwards. Because the more I feel just depressed or lazy or just like a piece of shit or just not a worthy person, the more I can't take it anymore. And I would like to continue to um, try to live life to the fullest. And I want to do that, but I need to earn that. And I will be earning that through the usage of workouts. I don't really have a gym membership, but I have a car available, so I will be going just pretty much outside. I pretty much learned the way of samurai. I've been trying to mimic certain aspects of the samurai that keeps him so disciplined. I've watched training videos of Yuri Prohaska, who's an MMA fighter, how he trains outside. I'm not going to go to the full extent because it takes a pretty damn long time. But for the mental fortitude, I would like to mimic some of those things to try to increase my mentality and make myself better as a person. I bought a samurai kit, um, like a sword, a pretty good plastic samurai sword. The wooden ones they weren't cheap, but they didn't have a sheath, and I didn't want the wooden ones to chip or break during shipping or from myself. So I just spent the extra money on the plastic ones because they were truly just something that I could sort of have and just resheath anytime I needed to. The wooden ones I will get eventually though, but I do want to live by the code of the samurai because I feel that it is the only way I can truly be disciplined. I've tried so many other ways of just forcing myself to become disciplined, but especially after I got a job, I've just spent so much money on food from 7-Eleven or some drinks or something like that, or ice cream or anything like that. That's truly harmed and hindered my path. And I feel that since it is winter, I'm not going to be going out as much. And I feel like this is the perfect time for me to truly shape myself up, put myself in tip top shape, and truly teach myself a lesson for being too comfortable these past couple of years, really, and being so disrespectful to my parents, even if they start the argument. No matter how wrong my parents are, I truly believe that they should not be met with this type of um, bad communication on my part. Yet I have done this countless times, thinking that I was in the right. I was so arrogant to think that I'm in the right. All the time, I think I'm the right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. I have this deluded confidence, and this confidence stems from absolutely nothing except for hatred and just laziness. But if I have the physique and if I have the mentality and if I have the mental fortitude to back up those type of talkings, then maybe I won't have those arguments with my parents anymore. Maybe I'll just be a better individual as a whole and treat myself better as a whole and hopefully put my chest up high and not raise it with pride, but raise it with some degree of confidence, while keeping myself humble, because I believe that's a lesson I truly need to learn. And I don't think any amount of external confidence or external David Goggins motivations will help me. I believe it's an internal problem that I need to solve, which will be this is the last attempt um before before the end. This is the last attempt of me doing this stuff, and I will keep myself accountable. If I do not succeed in this, then there will be no more videos of me, nor future content, nor a future life. Whatever that entails, you can make that up in mind, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what that means. Um, but this is the attempt. This is it, and I will be holding myself accountable for you guys and making sure that I, as a person, will grow, and I will keep track of weights, um, weight loss, stuff like that throughout the day. I'll have to start cooking on my own too. So I'm gonna ask my mom to not cook for me, just for a couple of times, just for a couple of areas in life, because I truly need to um, reshape how my eyes see the world and reshape how I see myself in my own light. And I need to stop giving myself excuses every goddamn time. I'm very angry with myself all the time. Um, and I that dish it out at other people. I try to hold it in, but once a month it'll just come out. I'll just say something, and it's very aggravating on me because I know I'm the one in the wrong. Yet, I just do it anyway. So this is the final attempt of me doing this. I truly want this to work. I truly hope this succeeds. And I will make it happen. 100% guaranteed. Currently it's Sunday, October 12th. And I have real intentions this time. I will not be content. I will not be uh, fooled by food or people or get-togethers or anything like that. I will be isolated for a while. I'll upload YouTube videos because it's winter. I will like to improve myself as a whole, and I will do everything in my power to make sure that my life is better than what it was yesterday. And that's my goal pretty much because I know just taking one big leap will always fail, and I know taking the small step is always necessary. So I will be doing this. I'll jump straight into the workouts. I've pretty much been conditioned to do so. Even if I have wrestling this day or that day, I'll still be doing them. I'll still wake up on time, and these are things that I need to hold myself accountable for. And this is something that I will hold myself accountable for because if this is how my life is going to continue, then I don't want to live in it. I just don't want to hate myself for it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will keep you guys updated. Every day I will be posting. Just and it'll most likely be in a different setting. It probably won't be here. Probably in my car home on my way home from work. Um, is probably what's gonna happen, and I will I'll for sure show you guys the weight loss journey just to give you a little standoff of where I am, just a little benchmark. I'm 5'7", maybe a little below it. Um, you know, I have a lot of fat on me. Um, I think trying to look good in the physique area is probably my first goal of my life. Then everything else will come after that. But this is one goal that I want to work on. And I'm 5'7", let's say, just to keep it round. Um, to also keep it round, I'm 200 pounds. I might be probably a little bit below that, but let's keep it set. 200 pounds, 5'7". I want to get way lower than that. I don't know when, but I need some sort of physical change to happen. I mean, look at this double chin. I mean, this is not good. Double chin. I have a pretty bad mustache, some pimples from eating junk food. Um, my beard doesn't grow. I'm just gonna go clean shaven from now onwards. Um, Oily nose. I mean, I keep myself clean, but I'm not a very. I mean, clearly this is not good. This really isn't good enough. I'm not good enough for anybody. I'm not good enough for nobody. Not even good enough for myself. Not good enough for my family. I know that for sure. I mean, can anybody really say one single good quality about me? I'm very happy that I'm having my family and my friends. Um, and I don't know what they find in me, but I'm glad that they do have something for me because it would suck to be all alone. But I'm going to improve myself, and I swear it. I'm going to improve myself and make myself better one step at a time to try to make my life better than the day before and try to improve every day. I will not look at other people and become jealous or anything like that. I will be accomplishing this task, and this will be done. I don't have a date of when this will finish or if it'll finish at all, but I'll consistently upload every day to tell you guys how it works, maybe multiple times a day, depending on how I'm feeling. But this is a vow, and I promise you guys that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and stay positive, and try to keep working towards your goal one step at a time. I will keep you updated later. Peace.